If you're experiencing elbow pain during your mace practice and your 360s, there's 3 possible solutions. One of them is quite simply the weight you're using is too heavy. And the other 2 we're going to discuss next. One simple reason for why you perhaps are experiencing elbow pain, even if your mace is perhaps a little bit heavy, is maybe because you're just not warming your elbow joint up properly, or you need a bit more of a warm up. Now, something I've done in my time that's helped with this is to do something what I call the hammer time salute. So that is both hands up in the double salute position. We'll lower one hand down, but make sure you keep that elbow high, as if you've got a pin through space and time, it can't really move, so we've got a swinging elbow. And as we bring the hand up, we squeeze the tricep to bring the elbow into position, so as straight as we possibly can. Now there is a benefit of this, it kind of helps warm up the shoulder as well. We flip the hand and really try and twist over and draw your palm back to your temple for the salute position. You can do that on one side, or what I like to do is do it alternately and also bring in some lateral hip shifting as well to get more efficient use of my time to warm up my hips, knees, elbows and shoulders all in one hit. But especially for warming up the elbows, you really want to focus on that coming down and then really flex and twist, roll that shoulder forward and try and bring that hand up, and you'll feel that through the triceps. So it's going to be pulling on the tendons and ligaments and muscles that all connect into your elbow joint and work around it and cause your triceps to flex and extend your forearm. So really work on that. It can be nice and slow. You can go through it a bit faster. However, to get the feeling, go slow, really tense, squeeze, stretch those fingers out, and then rotate while still stretching, so someone's pulling on your arm, and then return. So go through that. I generally suggest about 20 reps. So if you're doing it alternately, that's 10 per side. You may want to go a little bit more, so perhaps 15 to 20 per arm. That's up to you, it's for you to experiment with. Is 10 enough? Cool. If it is, save time. Get on with all the other stuff. Just quick, 10, 20 seconds is fine. You might need to go out to 40 seconds if you're going to do more reps. So it could be simply, like I said, just warming up the elbow joint a bit more could prevent your pain. Now the other thing it could be is to do with the positioning of your mace swing. So especially for those beginners to the mace, generally what they tend to do, or we tend to do, is swing quite high. So if you were to stand in the mirror, likewise, you can see my hands above my head now. What should be happening in the pendulum position, so the lowest part of the swing phase, your hands should be behind your head with fairly relaxed elbows. So I've heard some people refer to it as bull horns, so the horns on a bull either side. Your hands should be nice and low. If they're up high, your triceps are probably a bit too tense for the movement, and it's putting a lot of strain on the ligaments and tendons in your elbow. Of course, if there's any pre-existing medical conditions, accidents, you might want to look more towards those in the first instance. However, most new people to mace tend to, one, start a little bit heavy and also have the hands too high. So if you are up here, lower your hands down. Now, you could quite simply just go for tricep presses. So lift the arms up and then lower them all the way down, lift the arms up and lower them all the way down. Ideally, what we want you to do is start practicing a more skill-specific part of the swing. So instead of going up and down, I want you to think about swinging side to side. Now, what we need to do here is keep the head up and then initiate the swing with the wrists. Okay? After that, momentum will start taking the mace for you, so you do have to relax a little bit. The more you relax, the easier this is going to be. And also, the more you relax, the deeper your arms are going to get. So we want to go down. If your lats are a bit tight, you can just sit here in this position and try and let them stretch, and then initiate the swings. And over time, you want to try and make those swings bigger whilst keeping the hands low in the bottom portion of the swing. Now eventually your hands will come up as the mace comes out of the swing, but at the deepest part, at the zenith, apex, whatever you want to call it, so when the mace head is at its lowest point down, your hands are also reaching for the nape of your neck or the collar of your clothing. And like I said, over time, we want to swing and make those swings bigger and bigger, and eventually you can go even into pendulum presses, where we pendulum and press the arms up, pendulum, press the arms up, to really practice that swing up and down. Once you've practiced that pendulum, you can add it back into 360. You could even make it part of a warm-up. Do the hammer time salutes for a couple of reps, like I said, 20 to 40 reps. Then do 20 to 40 reps, ideally even numbers per side, or swapping hands halfway. And keep those in. That's really gonna, one, warm up your triceps and you even more, but two, also enhance that skill development, that concentration and the control for your elbow. And hopefully that should help alleviate the elbow pain, be it from physical use, i.e. too heavy or not the correct form, or from lack of warming up and lubrication within the joint. Give that a go. Let me know if it works for you.